What's up, guys, and welcome to FiZiX. This is Prime,
This is Swish.
and I've done this intro so many times.
That I'd rather castrate myself with a rusty knife.
Alright, guys, today we're bringing you another Friday free-for-all, and it's going to be a gameplay of our good friend Just David. And, what's his YouTube page, Dan?
I'm not sure, actually, but we will annotate it and we will leave it in the description after we get done. Just David, this is real impressive. We were all playing a game with him. Our buddy Reckless, me, Prime, and Just David, and Prism was in the game too, I believe. And Just David decides to go ham and drop a support Moab. Not just any support Moab, though. A 3-minute support Moab on these kids.
Yeah, that's really impressive. I've never seen it done. Okay, getting into what we're going to talk about today, it's going to be specialists and perks. Basically, what's the best perks to run with specialists and what perks to run with certain guns.
Yeah, it's actually kind of ironic. We're going to sit here and give our opinion of the different specialists and perks while watching a Moab of a video of a kid who doesn't use them. It's just irony at its finest. But I see so many games where people don't use specialists correctly, in my opinion.
I'm one of them.
You take a perk like you're one of somebody who doesn't do anything correctly. You take a perk like Hardline. And besides Hardline Pro, there's really not much advantage to using Hardline anywhere else in your kill streak except at the beginning. You might as well spawn with Hardline or use it as your first perk. It's just the best way to go about it.
Yeah, guys, I just dropped a Moab the other day, and I think my second kill streak was Blast Shield. So, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, that's not the smartest thing. But the reason why I don't like using Hardline, or I like getting Hardline early, is because, or starting with it, is the only advantage to getting it with your specialist bonus is that you get a Moab at 24 instead of 25. Which, if you're rolling anyways, you're probably going to drop it regardless. I mean, you might as well start with it, get that Assassin or Blind Eye or whatever the hell you're going to get as your number one. Sleight of hand, it doesn't matter. As your first kill streak, get that one kill in, then you get Hardline as one of your specialist bonuses.
Yeah, just a little example, guys. I was on bootleg the other day, and like I said, I was running Blast Shield, and I was 23 and a half away. And Swish just said, you know, if I got hard...
What he meant to say is he was at 23 and a half. He was half a kill away.
Yeah, and Swish said if I just ran Hardline the entire time, I probably would have had it. So
yeah, because he ended up with like 5 assists, but the problem is that half those assists didn't count because he got the even numbered assists, the 2 or the 4, when he didn't have Hardline on. And I mean, you can run Specialist and get 7 assists and never get a kill from a Hardline Pro because they just come at the wrong time. So that really can come back to bite you in the ass. In the gameplay right here, Just David, he really camps the hell out of his care package. I don't know what's in it, but it was a great tactic. He gets a good 3 or 4 kills just from idiots just running after it. But anyways, the next perk is a Scavenger and Scavenger Pro. Scavenger Pro is the only perk in the game, besides Overkill, that you benefit so much from spawning with. If you spawn with Scavenger Pro, you spawn with full ammo. I mean, sure, it's great to pick up ammo later, but if you camp at all or anything like that, I mean, there's no reason not to spawn with it. There's no other blue perk in my mind that makes sense. You say Blind Eye, I'm going to tell you that, well, once you get going at the beginning of the game, there aren't going to be kill streaks that can kill you anyways. I mean, that's one thing I always feel like you should start with Scavenger Pro anytime you can.
And guys, if you want all these perks to be pro and stuff, use Specialist. It's going to be the quickest. He just got his Moab. That's quick. That's fast.
I think it's a 2-minute, 59-second Moab. And just for you guys' sake, we don't want you to... we're going to show you the rest of the gameplay. It's about a 9-minute gameplay, but we're going to speed it up into about a 6-minute window for you guys, just so we have some time to talk to y'all.
Yeah, but as I was saying, if you want the pros for all these perks, just run Specialist. It's going to be quick. I mean, it's the best way to level up your perks.
And I mean, sometimes, like, some of the perks are hard. David just died, ending a streak there. Some of the perks are tough to get, like Sit Rep Pro. It used to be easy with that trophy system glitch, but they patched that. It's hard as hell to get. It takes me forever. And the bad part is, it's one of the better perks in the game to have Pro of. I mean, to have the enemies be louder is such a huge advantage, especially if you're running any kind of headset. It's just such an advantage. But certain perks are good to get earlier in the game as well. It does all depend on your game type, but you take a perk like extreme conditioning, for example, is better to have early in the game, in my opinion, because you know, say you're playing domination, you're going to be able to get to that middle flag point or the bomb site or anything else faster than the enemy. Versus, what good does it do to get you after you already plant the bomb or after you're already in your camping spot? So that's one of those things that's kind of, you want to get it earlier than later. Whereas blind eye, like I said earlier, you want to get later because there aren't going to be kill streaks right at the beginning of the game. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely a good point. I think, I mean, it is kind of hit or miss for specialists with different people for what they want. But, I mean, I think there is a good starting point, you know, for what we think would best work if you're trying to get that Moab.
Right. I mean, I personally, my early perks are almost always Scavenger, Hardline, and depending on what gun I'm using, something else. They're typically Dead Silence, but I get the sleight of hands. I get the assassins in my kill streak, and I always do well with that. So that's all we got for you guys for today. Hopefully we'll have another video coming out real soon, and thanks for everything, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
FiZiX, when being